Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 62.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and a man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
It'll be a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Jackson now. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Randall now ready to return. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And, Charles, the big story of the week leading up was not really about the players, but about their head coach, looking to tie Bill Belichick with a 6th Super Bowl title.
And something that just keeps coming back to me is something you said during the week leading up to this one, partner. How he continues to reinvent himself as a coach. You mentioned it's not just the X's and O's. You like the way he relates to his players, and you think that makes him special, and I think that you're right. We've seen it through the years. Each team is different. He gives them the right game plan and knows how to read each team to not only just get them to the big game, but to try and win it as well, and they've done a lot of that. As you mentioned, trying to win his 6th Super Bowl title.
On 3rd down, it's Armstrong.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off the bootleg. Shields. They'll roll him out right. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Shields. Throw left side complete. That's Armstrong. And out of bounds right around the 20. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
First down, Randall, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Panther football to start quarter number 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Randall. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On 2nd down, it's Armstrong, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Shields. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And, oh, boy, something you certainly don't want to see. Deebo Samuel still down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they can put together a decent drive, get a couple of 1st downs, maybe a 3rd one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Two minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw on second down. Shields. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bradley. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing on first down. Shields. That one caught by Gibson. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw. Shields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Trimble
there to make the grab. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Jackson on first down. It's caught. It's Stewart. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Jackson from the shotgun. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
Eight yards to go on second down.
To throw again is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the coach, let's get it right back.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Shields being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Shields. He's going to let this one go deep. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go low, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches, but it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, That's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the bootleg. Shields. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. He's going to look deep for more. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On second down now, Randall. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Shields. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Off the bootleg. Shields rolling to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Bradley. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but touchdown! From a yard out. And the Panthers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Now Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 48 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun. Shields. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bradley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw. Shields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bradley. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 13, a little over a minute and a half remaining. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Dobbins with it. That catch good for only a couple. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, nowadays giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 5 yards remain on second down. Off the bootleg. Shields sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
This year, just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
The Falcons on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on. The Falcons are now on the clock. Okay, the Ravens are on the clock now. And the Panthers on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go. The Broncos are on the clock now. All right, next up, the Falcons are on the clock. On the clock now, the Ravens. Okay, the Panthers on the clock now. On the clock now, it's the Falcons. The football team now on the clock. Let's see what they do. Okay, it's the Lions now on the clock. Washington is now on the clock. Okay, it's the Rams up now. They're on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the Vikings. Okay, it's the Falcons now on the clock. And the Rams now on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? And the Steelers on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go. The Falcons on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on. The Ravens are now on the clock. All right, it's the Panthers now on the clock. Okay, next up, it's the Broncos on the clock. And now we turn to the Colts. It's their selection. The Panthers now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Texans, and time is ticking. The Falcons are now on the clock. All right, the Ravens are now on the clock. Now we turn to the Panthers. They're on the clock. Now the Broncos are on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? All right, next up, the Falcons are on the clock. All right, now, looks like there's a trade coming in. The Ravens are up now. Let's see what direction they go. And the Panthers on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go. On the clock now, it's the Broncos, and time is ticking. Okay, the Panthers on the clock now.